Hey, welcome to Mad English TV. In this lesson, I'm going to teach you what the parts of a car are called. Okay? So let's start with the outside. The outside of the car is called the exterior or the body. Okay? This is the body of the car. Now, underneath that is what's called the chassis. Okay, this last S is silent. Chassis. Okay, a chassis is like the frame that the car sits on, okay? And here we have the hood. Okay, so if I'm sitting inside the car and you're standing out here and you want to check the engine, you could say, hey, can you pop the hood? You can tell me, hey, can you pop the hood? Then I'll reach down and pull the lever, and the hood will pop, and then you can lift it open. Okay, it's the same with the trunk. So this is called the trunk. So you could say, hey, can you pop the trunk? Pop means open, okay? So this is called a wheel and a tire and a rim. This thing here can be called a hubcap or a rim, okay? So a wheel is made up of the tire, which is the rubber part, and the inside, the rim or the hubcap, which is either metal or plastic, okay? Now, in between both tires is called the axle. Okay, the axle is what turns the tires. Now, this is a very important part of the car. So this thing is called a bumper, okay? There we have the rear bumper, and here we have the front bumper. Now, this thing is called a muffler, okay? So this BMW M6 has 4 mufflers. Look at that, 4 mufflers. My car only has 1 muffler. I don't have enough money to buy a car with 4 mufflers. Okay, now these things are called tail lights. The back lights of a car are tail lights, and they're always red, right? And the front lights are called headlights. Now, if you're driving at night, you'll probably want to put on your brights. Brights means that the lights are at their brightest. Okay, but if there's another car coming in the other direction, then you should probably put on your dims, which means the lights get dimmer, because you don't want to blind the other person, right, who's driving. If if you're driving and the person doesn't put on their dims, if they keep their brights on, you have to sort of look away when you're driving, and that's not very nice. So to be polite on the road, you should always put on your dims when you see another car coming, okay? Now, these lights on the side, they're called signal lights or blinkers. Okay, so inside you have your blinker thing. So if you want to turn left, you push it down and it turns on the left blinker. If you want to turn right, you push it up and you turn on the right blinker. Okay, this is called the side mirror, and this is called the rear view mirror. So if you're driving a car for the first time, then you should adjust the rear view mirror to make sure that you can see clearly out the back. And also you should adjust your side mirrors too. Okay, so this is called the ignition. Okay, ignition, the verb ignite means to start something. Okay, so if you have a problem starting the car, it might be a problem with the ignition. Okay, so the ignition means the process of turning on the car. Now this is called the speedometer, and this is called the odometer. Okay, the speedometer measures how fast you're going in kilometers per hour or miles per hour. And here we have the odometer. The odometer measures how far the car has driven in its lifetime. Okay, so here we have the windshield. Okay, the big glass in the front is called the windshield, and on the back it's called the rear windshield. Okay, now these are just called windows on the side. You crank up the windows in old cars, or if they have electric windows, you just push the button and the window rolls up or down. Okay, now this front piece here is called the dash. Okay, so this big plastic or leather, whatever it is, that's called the dash. This center piece here is called the center console. Okay, now here we have our steering wheel, of course. And down there we have 3 pedals. Okay, the middle pedal is the brake pedal, right? And To the right of that is the accelerator, and to the left of it is the clutch. Okay, so this vehicle must be a manual transmission vehicle because we have the clutch. So you use your left foot to operate the clutch, and you use your right foot to operate the brake and the accelerator, right? Here we have our gear shifter, and these things are called vents. Okay, so in the summertime, you'd want to put on the AC, which blows cold air. AC means air conditioner. And in the winter, you'd want to put on the heater to blow hot air out of the vents, okay? And this place here to put things, that's called the glove compartment or glove box. Okay, so you'd put your insurance papers or your car registration in there, or the car manual, you know, in case you want to find out how to change the tire on your car, you need to look at the manual. Well, you probably don't need to look at the manual to change the tire, but if you have any problems with the car, you'll probably want to look at the manual and see, you know, all the different things about the car. Okay, so that's it. Let's do some homework. I want you to tell me what your dream car is. Let me know in the comments right down there, and I'll see you over in the next episode of Mad English TV. Take care.